Hello, Kate here, mynaturalhappiness.com, creator of the Seeds of Change program to help you go from hamster to happiness, founder of Shine Your Light Goddess, Shine Your Light the boot camp, author of the book. How are you? How are you feeling? What is going on in your world? How are you? Sending you a big hug of love. A big hug of love. For me, I've received so many lovely messages around my father's passing in March. I am putting myself back together again. I spent a beautiful weekend last weekend doing things mindfully that fill my heart with joy. So I went for a lovely long walk in nature. I did a dance class that just sparked joy in my heart. I've just reconnected with the things that fill me with joy. So if you're going through any challenging times, when you're in it, it can be really hard. I mean, in the period between the dad passing and the funeral, it was really hard to do stuff like that. And in the couple of weeks afterwards, it was really hard. And I've just got to the point now where I'm refilling my heart with joy. So when you're struggling with things, just remember, do things that fill your heart with joy. The other thing I did was I cut my hair. In lockdown, I found a YouTube video on how to cut my hair in long layers, and that's beautiful. And I made my own purple shampoo and tried that out, and I'm really rather pleased with the results. I made my own shampoo and conditioner bars. That was me on my make and do. Top tip this week: do things that fill your heart with joy, even if it's only for a minute. Do things that fill your heart with joy. On that note, I have an announcement to make as a part of me putting myself back together again, I guess, refilling my heart with joy and spirituality and reconnecting with more of who I am. Whilst I was going through all the death admin stuff, it was hard to, you're just doing what you're doing when you're at the moment. And so I wanted to put together something that's going to help me reconnect with my spirituality and reconnect with me and to fill my soul up with love. So I have created a Sacred Soul Restoration Retreat. It is going to be beautiful. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be so good for the soul. We're going to have meditations, mindfulness, sacred time. I've no doubt I'll be pulling cards out. It's just going to be a beautiful time. It's just going to be magical. So if you are feeling tired, burnt out, if you're feeling as if you could just you could just do with some sacred time for you, if you could just do with immersing yourself in the most beautiful sacred energy for an entire day, then please come along. It's going to be online, so you can join in from wherever you are in the world, and you can join in your pajamas, you can join in your PJs, you can join in from the comfort of your own home. It's going to be so beautiful. And if you can't make the day, still click the Buy Now button if it's speaking to you, because there will be a replay available, and so you can get a replay. I'm working out a way where I can record me me talking and leading, and elements of us if there are any us, but to leave out any really sensitive and personal information that people might share on the retreat. So if you're not enrolling because you're worried, oh my goodness, everyone will see a recording of me, I'm working out a way with it where that's not going to happen. So please still join. You might still have your face on camera at some point, like in a tiny little box somewhere, or something, but when we get to the deep sacred work, then I'm going to make sure that the recording is stopped at that point and not in the final recording. So don't let that be a reason not to join, because it is as much about me putting myself back together again I've got a stupidly low price on it. It's an early bird offer that I set when I was just like, this is as much about me as it is about everyone else coming into space. So it's probably the lowest retreat price I've ever run. It's the lowest retreat price. So if you sign up before the 20th of May, midnight 20th of May, then you can get access to the retreat for 49 quid. I mean, I've never done a retreat that low before, ever. £49. The retreat will be on the 27th of May. The price will go up after from the 21st of May onwards, so it'll go up to £99, which is still lower than any of the other retreats. But if you sign up before the midnight, the 20th of May, it's £49. The retreat will be on the 27th of May. It will be 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. UK time. And as I said, there'll be a replay available. So if that's speaking to you to come and immerse yourself in the most beautiful sacred energy, please come join us. Please, you're so invited. Please just step into the space with us. It is a ridiculously low price because it's as much for me as it is for you. And it's about creating a space for us to nestle into and refill our souls with spirituality, love, kindness, compassion, meditation. It's just going to be a beautiful retreat. So come and join us. Anyway, enough about that. As always, I pulled out a card for the week for you for watching this video. And the first one we've got is actually really apt. It's the one from my deck, and it's time. And it's really, considering I'm running a Sacred Soul Restoration retreat, it's quite apt, which is time. What do you spend your time on? Is it wise? Can you make better use of your time? What works best for you? And that's the thing. I mean, it is going to, like, when you're coming to spending time, what do you spend your time on? Do you spend your time scrolling through Facebook and Instagram, which sometimes I do? No word of a lie. And sometimes I actually find it bizarrely relaxing. And sometimes I'm working, and sometimes I'm walking in nature. But what do you spend your time on? Can you find pockets of time to do activities that fill your soul with joy? Yeah, so it's quite apt. And if you want to spend time on you and immersing yourself in a Sacred Soul retreat, then come join us, because that's very apt. It's like, if you've got time to sit there and scroll through Facebook, you've got time to attend an online retreat that you can catch up on whenever you like. And the replay, I think the replay is going to be available for about a week, but I'm not sure. If somebody says, I really want to, but I'm on holiday for 3 weeks, and I'm going to adapt accordingly. But there will be a replay available. So if it's speaking to you, spend your time on that as well, because you can do it in your pajamas. I can't make it much easier. Anyway, so, and the second card, which I've gone for Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light cards this week. So the second card for us watching the video is Lady Portier, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Right now, a call for justice is being brought into your space, even if this means you will lose out. There is really no loss in the highest state of truth. Act from your heart. See the other person's point of view and surrender your pride so that you are coming from a loving space. If you've made choices that weren't for the highest good, admit it. Through this honesty, you are releasing any karmic bonds or anchors of fear from your energy. Take the time to learn from this situation, and if you are involved in any legal issues, know that Lady Portier and the angels of justice are gathering around to honour everyone involved. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And this is really interesting, a bit where he's saying about act from the heart, and also if you've made choices that weren't for the highest good, admit it. This is one of the most challenging things. It's something we do go into on the Shine Your Light Goddess, Shine Your Light Bootcamp in one of the modules, where we start looking at decisions that we've made in the past, and are we proud of the decisions that we've made? We've all done things that we're not proud of, me included, and a huge part of moving on with our spiritual journey and our happiness and our path to happiness in life, a huge part of that is forgiving ourselves for decisions that we regret. A huge part of our path to happiness is forgiving ourselves for that. And so you can call on Lady Portia and to ask for help in how you can forgive yourself for decisions that you are not proud of in life. And that can really begin to unlock magic in your path to happiness, whatever your path to happiness looks like. So it's quite appropriate, that one. It really is. So that's our second card for the week. If you want any info on Shine Your Light Goddess, Shine Your Light Bootcamp, just reach out. But yeah. So anyway, I shall stop wittering on. I've gone from very short videos recently to nearly 12 minutes. So I'll stop wittering on. If it's speaking to you, I'll pop the link in the YouTube video to sign up. And it is on my website, I believe, in the Magical Courses one. I haven't actually updated my website in months, or a month or so. It should auto-populate, but yeah, I'll pop the link in the bottom of this YouTube video. And come join us for the Sacred Soul Restoration Retreat. Honestly, come join us. And if you're worried about wanting to join us but worried about being on camera, then you can either just leave your camera off, or you can just click Buy Now and follow along on the replay over the weekend that follows it or something. But come step into the space with us. It will be so lovely to have you there, and it's the most affordable price that I think I've ever done for a retreat. So if it's speaking to you, just step into the space and enjoy. It's just going to be a magical time. Sending you a huge hug of love. Thank you again for every single soul who has sent me messages about my dad. Everybody who sent me love, healing, who's held space for me. I appreciate you beyond words. I felt it so strongly. So thank you. Have a wonderful weekend and week. Sending you a big hug of love. And remember, grab the early bird price to come and step into the space for the retreat with us now, because honestly, it's just going to be beautiful. Lots of love. Have a magical day. Take care. Lots of love. Kate, mynaturalhappiness.com. See ya.